circle. Try to stay in the dark circle.
No, wait. Yeah, I guess that works. It's centered on the tree. Like that's. It's fine. It's fine. It doesn't matter.
Those with flags to like.
Yeah.
Now we need 100.
You got the hoopies.
Damn, my pommel don't fit.
I guess we need to make small pumps.
No, I got big hands.
Yeah, that should work with the double-ended flags, or we could just make bigger flags, kind of like what's used at Workhorse, but cooler and bigger.
I like your double-ended one.
Yeah. Yeah. What do you want to do?
Curtis Smith.
Yes. Oh, to have them send the buses in the battle? Okay, I can make sure to.
Do you think that respawn the control points, like multiple points, you respawn on your points?
Yeah, I would just, so, while this is great, I would get large hula hoops.
I don't like that you keep seeing.
I agree, but just to have like a specific area, or we spray paint these like.
What we could do, put cones on it and cut the tips off.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Like.
Do you have a bunch of cones, or do I need to order?
I have the shallow cones.
I think we'd need the biggest.
Here, I have them in my car.
You move backwards until people start fighting. No, my like toe flipped over. So I'm like, we're going down. First one flag, second one's gone. You won that.
But I'm just saying, I really like that idea.
Yeah, I got the first one. And you had
Because people tap them on top and it just goes through. Maybe like tennis balls.
Okay. So I'm thinking like this distance, like the spawn will be here, the thing to fight over will be one. We couldn't do it. It would never end. I think we would have to either or white. I actually think we do it
I know sometimes they have gone very, very long.
Yeah. It's a game that, if the teams are balanced, could never end.
Never expect a night stop.
Which is, I mean, in some ways ideal. So we just have to be.
So I can just pick up some cones. We just cut the tips off and then you can see that from this. No one can say that.
I've been watching you. Cast, man, they're good. Yeah, great.
I have a rubber cone.
I've got a photographic memory, so it's bootleg. That's a lot easier.
Because in my head, I'm like, if I am dumb and I am not paying attention, because there are those people,
I said the
like
same thing.
this, like that hurts.
That's
Yeah.
game ending, yeah,
Like-
for sure. I was talking about moving backwards. You're defending the point,
Oh,
and your
yeah.
Achilles tendon folds over that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I
So,
was.
but like, if you have the cone, if you have some sort of
So
buffer, I think that's great.
the other thing to think about it, just in general, the only time there's not a flag in it is going to be at the very beginning. Unless we do it where it's like 5 seconds neutral, 5 seconds capture, which we could do, but
Simpler
I think-
is better.
Yeah. 5 seconds neutral, 5 seconds capture.
Games for crossfade.
Yeah.
We could do either.
Well, I know you want to be building new teams for day battles, so
I do. I want something fresh, you know? Because I mean, Payload is great. Everyone loves Payload. Everyone loves Kill the King. Everyone, you know,
yeah.
they're great. They're tried. They're true. They're safe options. And if they're ran really well and really balanced, they can be really good.
And
That was good.
generally, I think mostly safe options with like 1 or 2 new is the go-to. But if we're doing new us, new year, then yeah.
They could just be games that we haven't played in a long time. Not necessarily like brand new. You have to one. Yes, I want that one.
Which, by the way, is for the goals.
Ooh, so good.
Yeah. And then we can literally have it like red goal here. You see red flags.
Yeah, yeah, that's really good.
Would you like to take that home with you? So
No.
I'm going to order 4 more.
We have 5 flags
I was thinking
for like a hula game.
5 for a hula hoop game, but 6 would be nice if we're doing like zones or something. Like I'm trying to think outside the box of what else we can do. I think one of the big things is for control point, using flags and control point makes it a lot simpler for people. We could also do that with, well, any sort of control point in like.
I even knew.
Ring of Fire would be a cool name for a game. We have to figure that. We have to now design a game for Ring of Fire.
What's the game where it's multiple elements?
Oh, try Elemental Triangle.
Having that in the center for Triangle.
You just have 3 different
Stung, but
elements.
like,
We could have 2 separate
if it was a real sword, I would
Red,
not be
green,
injured.
green,
Exactly. That
yellow,
part.
not yellow.
And we could just add more elements.
We could.
Just get one of those like little twister things of like, what color is it today? Like one of the pinwheels.
So Elemental Tri-Bridge is 3 teams with bridges and a ring in the center. Outside of the bridges could be a place to fight, but it's based on the element. So it could be wind, no arrows, but you can walk through. Water, where it's water between them, or fire, where anyone in there dies.
I can't wait till my group. There's a lot of games.
Oh, okay, because I was
Just
like,
like
fuck,
We
space.
have a massive
okay. Sorry. Just
and it's online. So if you ever want it, just message me
Yeah.
to like remind me to send it.
I will. That's the one. We did DAG up until earlier this year, and we switched to Bell, and then there was something.
It's the same thing.
It is. There's like so many tiny things where
Yep.
it's like one of them's like you have to have your weight above the handle. We're like, no, that's not anymore.
Bacon, do you know where to get the gag belt references?
We have it, and it's just all of like the core rules of like here's how thick armor needs to be. Here's the like a relative of like your thumb. Like if you do this, that's about the new minimum armor. Like, and I wrote that up of like if someone is trying to pick up heroin, they can read that. It's like a 12-page document. And it's all bullet
I
points.
think a big thing, or like you don't need to know rules to be like red team control, or life counts, which is the thing. I love death taxing. It's like one of my favorite.
I like that tax games.
Yeah. I think I'm going to do one death tax game for Frostbane, but like large death tax, like 1,000
This thing is very
My
bouncy.
favorite was
life.
we were doing death tax game, and I was arching.
Not gonna lie.
Oh, it's even here.
Yeah.
They're like, last life,
I was
I can
lower
do this.
too.
I only need to get 3 kills. And I just shot him with an arrow. And it is right after we start. Because, like, what is the time that most people are in the gym? They want to do cardio. They
We're
want
doing a day battle January 7th. Just like,
Unfortunately, here in DC on the 6th,
I tried to peasant it and throw it. I was like, nope, I died.
If you want a good,
I have to.
it took me a second.
if you want a really good
I have
practice,
to be. I have to be up Tallahassee on the 4th to work. So it's unfortunately 4-hour drive in the truck for a day.
how inconvenient for a Sunday would Jackson will be for you? There's a really good practice out in Jacksonville, Ancient Wharf,
They've been getting good numbers.
and good people.
Yeah.
They got really good. They got a great mix of newer, intermediate, really experienced fighters, consistent numbers.
Canard clubs. And
Is it this dome and not like a straight across the middle?
Yeah.
So we're trying to find a lot more experienced member because like I'm the most senior member in the current.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of like, oh god, I'm now in authority. And I don't.
I'm going to tell you what. I'm a relative authority in Florida, and it's never been something I asked. Running day bells started because the previous person who ran day bells
I don't know if I
fucking
made that
awful,
crossover.
and no one else
Right underneath my butt
so
cheek.
Well,
I was just celebrating.
I started stepping on toes because Kanara literally did one day battle a year. It was Flame Lake, and I was like, I'm gonna start
I just
hosting
stopped because I was
my
dead.
own private practice on Friday,
That was good.
and I'm gonna start
Positions like that where I'm just
planning
like,
monthly day battles.
there's checkmate in two.
Even
I
if
would
it's
have to-
just we have some more complex games, the walls would be
No, Fox, no,
reasonable.
no,
So if you got three different walls, you could come at the next point, which was a hold.
Yeah.
You could come from three different angles, which just the more walls you got down, the more response you got. And then if you managed to beat the hold, it was going to be a king battle, and then whoever won the hold, one of the defenders won the second king.
Okay.
So it was. So it was one of those like it's not game breaking, it's not stupid. It's just one of those things where it's like it's nice to have like I won the last game.
Yeah.
I won the last game, and now I get a reward. Like
The problem with that is
Mostly arm, but then the bacon slices.
having a reward
Vince was like,
for
he
the
ended up
win.
getting hit his head over the head.
is the rich
It's okay, I do that a lot. Level editing for foam fighting. Then
Oh
you
my
have
gosh,
this
right?
worst creation.
Eat your heart out.
Bad enough that I don't want to hit someone with it.
Just put like a little strip of in there. And,
Yeah, I'll back it up. I'll probably take a one of the craftsmen at the grid said is like, you have something like this, and you can easily place material, bottle cap. You take a bottle cap, punch out the foam, punch out this with the bottle cap, and it just slots right there. I had to laugh right there because I said bottle cap, and I think for a moment, like, just don't put a bottle cap on your
yeah. I'm liking this thing. First of all, I hate crafting. I'm sorry.
God, I hate it so much.
I have the two best crafting. How much do I make swords?
I've seen Farron replay one sword in the past 3 years that he's crafted with us.
I made so many things my first year, and all of them were bad, and I developed skill. It was cool. I have a passing level of skill. I intend to never use it if I can help it. And I was like, and then it's like, so, okay, you want me to build something? I exclusively make new weapons. You want a kukri? I'll make you a kukri. You want a 55-inch red that weighs more than Gorg's 8-foot blade? I can make you that.
Yeah, when it's just like cross both arms, like then I
What?
I'm on your shoulder anyways, I missed.
You want a 55-inch?
No, I'm saying that's a new. You make a heavy ass rifle gun.
Yeah, it's so padded. We tested to hell and back every time. It's not a.
Yeah, but you gotta imagine like what if they hit some machine?
I'm the only one who uses it.
I do
Everyone
a
else
line
uses
from
it.
my
I
ball.
don't use it. You gotta show
So
for
like
like 2
where
months before you
there's a good amount of leg that is
And
included in
most
it.
of the time, I just use it to like, because how I use it, it's the one that I sent in the Brotherhood of the Red with the third stab tip.
Oh, I got kicked out of it. I think you kicked me out.
I did not kick you out.
That was so bad.
You reacted with a puke emoji.
Yes, I did.
When I said it has
It's
4
gross.
fiberglass cores. Not the third stab tip. That didn't get the puke emoji. It was the
The driveway markers as cores. Yes. Yes, don't do that. Kite spar is so much cheaper.
well at Home Depot. It was $6, so it was $24 for 4 of them, and then wrapped in PVC.
Like you can.
Get close enough.
These kites were
Don't
actually
whisper
called
spin.
kites, but when you lie.
I wanted to snap. I know. But you were primed for like, you need to block one or the other. I can't do
We
both.
have banned shots.
I could, or did you?
This is the,
Or that's the third option.
that is how much chunk there is on that thing.
I actually, to put this out there, because I just thought of it.
It's literally
Crossbane,
just a stolen
bane
shot.
shots, swung weapons, or bane. So if any of your buddies are going to crossbane, just know. Bane shots, swung is not
Okay.
allowed. You can stab with
It's
it.
okay. It's okay. No, no.
Yeah. It is a safety rule that we're going to try to push now.
By the way, $250. If you ever need one, talk to the worst guy in the world.
Oh, this guy? Oh, X, I mean not X, god damn it.
Listen, I'm not gonna lie to you. That thing was amazing, and
But he's really skilled, and he's on a redemption arc, but he did stuff a little bit a couple years ago.
A little bit.
A lot of it. But he also plays the rules to the other extent of the rules. That's the rules. So he assumes you're going to put a heavier cover on it and a grip tape. Allowing room to grow.
I talked to Fox after like I got back and I started like getting paid. I was like, hey, how much for a 55-inch max move from you? And he's like 190. I'm like, oh my god, that's amazing. Are you kidding me?
If Fox makes you something, it's going to be good.
Yeah.
But I cut down a 55 so it's fast for 55. But it still is a really good 48. Where the hell, Mary? My face is in the dirt.
Yeah,
I'd rather just call that.
because like when I was doing like I was still like checking my weight on stuff after like the second I got back, and I was like, cool. Where's the center of mass weight? It's probably like somewhere in my hip. Yeah, middle of the weight. I was like,
Well, I mean, you sure to put it on my face. The counterbalance is your other hand. You never get a hand if you're good.
Gord used to be like the actual thing you were talking about. He is,
Secret bats come out.
but, yeah, he hasn't, well, the big thing was Picnic was the one developing it.
That makes sense.
And Picnic was the founder of like
the from like my group because it's so weird like because they all swore like Gord was like the highest quality like you could get a year or two, and I was like these are really good. So like my handcrafted nonsense for me who's just learning how to not torch a piece of blue foam with a heat gun is like, oh my god, this is so light and amazing. And I've been using, I mean don't get me wrong, I've been using that blue for 3 years and it hasn't been
Between T1 blues and those blues,
this weighs like nothing. I think it's hold it over there.
like, sorry.
Yeah.
That's how I go to sword.
Yeah. And it is dramatically different in weight.
This is my iron resistance.
So, like, top drop stab on the stand up. Like, you leave the sword there, just stand up to stab them.
But this is light, but it's also
it's like bare with my nose, but all of my chest. Well, it might be 12 ounces, but 12 ounces are not created equal.
that was part of his sorting board.
Oh, the sorting board kits are for new players that are never going to go with us.
Well, I was a veteran.
Well, then that's
I
fine.
would hurt my own.
So what it was? I was using punch about my first year, and I had thumb backing it.
No,
and
thumb backing a punch shield is what you do.
yeah, yeah, I had my thumb way over it, so I was like, yeah, when I was doing this, I was doing this.
By the way, just general rule of thumb, hand on bottom. Always hand as low as it can.
Yes.
Because shoulder is more important than load.
Well, on the bright side, I was doing that. Someone did a blade on my thumb was like this,
Yeah.
and my arm was pinned down. Yeah, my gloves literally, because I've used shoots since the crossbows. I underneath, there is no need for my thumb because it is just locked in there with my hand.
There's some of these on your still. The frost season just ended. So we're going second as well now. If you're gonna fight your mowers, then every once in a while.
Yeah, I'll probably.
Also, don't bring that one.
Oh no, this was the first one that I made that passed for longer than a while.
I'm like, crap, this one is
No, it was good.
But this was we had a Cooper in the field, and
The clan?
Cooper. I've heard.
Cookers are actually a lot more common in the show.
Yeah,
but it's not
I think it was a.
common among the
I'm down.
We had some, I liked it because most people don't know how they block us in shields, and I hate fighting shields.
Oh, you
And
can't wrap.
It's
always
essentially
works. It always
making a
works.
basic wrap,
Sure.
but it's not going to be
It caught this,
super
and then
high
pushed into my
impact
wrist.
because a
So I
high
had enough
wrap
force to
is
blast
going
through
to not
my
just
left
be
hand.
this angle, it's going to be
You're going down this one.
yeah.
This was again the difference of skill levels because most people block shield. Most of their
I can
shield
still
blocks,
swing.
they just keep
Yeah.
moving.
But my body wouldn't do it.
So
Last one?
I
Well, you
hate
don't-
fighting shields. So what they would do for this, I would just go, okay, cool. I'm just gonna go for the edge of your shield. You're not gonna move. I'm just gonna tap your arm out, and then I can do that again. Until, that or if I wanted to do this.